in the field with the 15-metre straw harrow, which is behind us here. Straw harrowing is a very, very quick operation. We can travel at very high speeds, and we were doing around 20 kilometres an hour up and down the field here. We make straw harrows from 3 metres to 15 metres wide, and we managed to cover, in the short space of time that we were doing this strip across the field here, 2 hectares in 5 minutes, and we used only 4 litres of fuel to do those 4 hectares. Sorry, 2 hectares. So we're only using 2 litres of fuel per hectare. The straw harrow is scraping the surface. It's not a deep cultivation, and it's creating a fine tilth at the surface here. It's shaking out all of the volunteers and weed seeds from their sheaves, which will allow the volunteers and weed seeds to chit and to grow. Once the plants start to grow in their single leaf stage and very small plants like this, going through a second time will take out a lot of those plants without the need for chemicals. So in a normal year where we have cereals following cereals, we would combine harvest. We consider the combine the first cultivation to chop and spread the straw, and then the straw harrow comes in and it gets the weed seeds on the ground. It disturbs any slug eggs, any slugs which are lurking within the soils, gets those weeds to grow. And 10 days later, approximately, we'd go through again. We'd take out those small plants. If there's enough time, we may go a third time with the straw harrow. And don't forget, it's so quick to get over the ground that we can straw harrow half of our farm, and we have around 360 hectares on the farm. We can do around half of that in a day, pretty much. Once we've been through and straw harrowed, we'd leave it 2 weeks before we want to spray it off. And because we've managed the plants and kept them small, we use 1 dose of glyphosate, and then we drill straight in with the direct drill, and the job is done. Our machine itself has very long lifetimes on it, and this particular model has tungsten carbide tips on it, and it will do literally thousands of hectares with those tungsten carbide tips, which means that the tines are always working at optimal length, allowing the straw to flow through and providing minimal maintenance and need for changing of wearing metal and parts. The straw harrow can also be used post-drilling as well, rather than a roller, especially in wet conditions.